Let me give this one a second. Give some people time to get in here. What? Boy, just do it tomorrow. But salute to the people that's already in the build, man. What's good with everybody, man? Sorry, I fucked around and missed the last. I ain't make the last live last night. I had a fucking migraine. Then I fucked around. Then when I rescheduled it today, I had it scheduled for 7:45 in the morning, so nobody got the memo that I was going live. So I had to make it for 8 o'clock. So my shit was all messed up, man. What's going on, man? What's popping with everybody? How everybody feeling, man? Davey, salute. Ralphie, I'm real. Salute. Bomb squad. How's that working out for you? I'm gonna ask you again. How's that working out for you? Bomb squad ain't working out too well for niggas like right now, man. It's not looking good for the bomb squad team. It's not really looking good for the bomb squad team. I mean, but Andre Ward wants you to want. Andre Ward wants y'all to win though. Can you hear me now? How's that? How's that? Is the volume up yet? So listen, right? So listen, I was gonna bad shit. What's up, homie? Salute. Fire, fire. You already know what it is. Man, so look, man, I got a couple problems with some things that's going on in boxing, you know what I mean? Ah, ah. So y'all know I've been kind of let crew salute. Yo, y'all know I've been kind of letting Deontay Wilder live on everything I love. I've been letting this man live. I ain't been doing no videos on him. You know what I mean? I ain't touched the topic. You know, I've been trying to find time to focus on other things other than stomping a mud hole in this skid mark's motherfucking face. But yet and still, people still find a way to dig this motherfucker back up out the grave he fucking done found his way into in 7 rounds. They keep finding a way to dig him up. And this time, we got my man Andre SOG Droopy Ward, aka Andre Droopy Ward. This nigga, man, he had to do it. And look, right, I understand it's all business, bro. But even in business, it comes to a point to where you saying certain shit. George, salute. Good evening to you too, sir. Sergio Aguilera, salute. Jay Bicken, salute. Yo, so it just come to a point, right? It come to a point where you sound fucking, where you just sound completely disconnected from reality, like a motherfucker that think the earth flat. Well, hey, fuck it. If you do, that's cool. But that's just some shit that you just shouldn't necessarily say out loud. They got little fucking groups for that. You know what I mean? Just like if you feel as though Deontay Wilder should win right now, if you were looking at the last belt, I feel as though that's something that you should keep to yourself because they got groups for that. He who should not, they who should not be named. They literally got groups for that. Miguel Moica, salute. How you feeling tonight, brother? We about to turn it all the way up. Yeah. Yeah, we about to turn it all the way up. But like I said, for motherfuckers that got weird, crazy thoughts on their mind and shit like that, they have groups for that. There's certain places you could go online, you know, shit. You can fuck it, man. Facebook done made it easy for you. They done put them all in one place. All the weird cat groups, all of that dumbass shit. They done made it to where it's easy to like weird shit without sharing the world, sharing your stupidity or sharing your fucking weird quirks on the world. Like saying Deontay Wilder is the only heavyweight that possibly has a chance at beating Tyson Fury. Wow. Wow. Now there's two sides to this coin. There is. But I mean, on one side it's fucking stupid, and on another side, it's still kind of stupid. I'm going to explain both sides of those coins. Both sides of that coin, excuse me. The first side of the coin is, I mean, promotion. Of course, you got to find some way to try to salvage this fucking event because you already seen him go out and get embarrassed. And I mean, shit. Even if you thought Deontay Wilder was going to get his ass whooped, you probably didn't think he was going to go out there and get his ass embarrassed like that. Not anybody that found himself to be somewhat of a fucking believer in that right hand. I don't think they thought he was going to go out and get embarrassed like that. So, of course, you're going to think about it in a promotional aspect. But on the other, in the other regard, you might truly feel as though you have some belief in that shit. But regardless of whatever you feel as though, both sides of that shit is stupid. Look, man. Look. I'm a very optimistic human being. Look, very, very. I'm not a person. I'm not the type of individual that tells an individual that they can't go out and they can't do something. But shit, in this situation, when you would kind of advise somebody what's best for their career, when you have to advise somebody what's best for their health, when you have to be in the corner for that person, when you're a human being and you operate off feelings, regardless of whether you're a man or not, and regardless of whether behind that man he still got 7 children, I believe, and a fiance. So for you to set him up and put him through that, it's almost like you putting a false battery in this man back. Realistically, that's what you're doing. You're putting a battery in his back. You're putting a battery in his back, but the bitch is going fucking, but he's just headed down the road of self-fucking destruction, bro. And Andre Ward, you should be ashamed of yourself because I always found you to be better than that. If you can sit up there and look at Teofimo Lopez going against Nagatani and him being on the same side of the fence, so it's not even like I'm trying to save you in the theories that I'm giving right now. If you can look at Teofimo Lopez fighting Nagatani, disregard Nagatani's ranking and everything, and say Teofimo Lopez got completely exposed in a fight to where he basically outboxed that man 12 rounds to nothing. And you say he got exposed and he on your side of the street. You saying this, fuck, man. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I really shouldn't be surprised. But the fans ain't going to, man, look. Yo, we gotta be 100% honest with this shit here. The fans aren't gonna buy that fight because you just selling any type of filler or any type of banter you want to fill in on your Monday fucking morning coffee, Tuesday morning coffee, follow with the rest of the days down the week. No matter how you try to spin it, no matter how many different experts you bring in and you put in front of a camera, no matter how many times Fight Hype behind the gloves or anybody in the YouTube box community put them in front of the camera, no matter how you try to spin it, the public's not going to buy that fight based off of what y'all feel. Yeah, you're going to get a couple of individuals just going to do that, but look, what they saw the last time, it's not something that motherfuckers are shocked at. Like I said, it's only that select few that I talked about. You know, the motherfuckers, like I said, once again, like those flat earthers, those motherfuckers that shouldn't talk about what they believe in out loud, that they should go find a fucking group. Only those type of individuals are going to be fucking hoodwinked and bamboozled. But we know one thing about those type of individuals. What do we know about them? They don't buy tickets. They don't buy tickets. It's so bad that you got people looking forward to giving $20 million to Mike Tyson to fight bare-knuckle, and people are actually, their adrenaline, they blood's boiling about that. They pumped up about it, about their adrenaline pumping behind that shit. Behind this fucking old man who should be chilling, who been smoking weed, who's been trying to find some type of Zen-like position that he can put himself in life, considering all of the demons he's already facing, already overcome, and the one that he's still trying to overcome. We got Evander Holyfield coming out the woodwork, Shannon Briggs, fuck, Leonard, you know Lennox Lewis, you know he licking at the fucking chops. Cause you know he got a fucking chip on his shoulder about why he isn't he loved, and he's the one who's better than those guys. But yet and still, this is what boxing has come to. We got old men. We got people trying to offer $20 million to see two old men slug it out with nothing but raps on their hands, man. Straight bare-knuckle. It's fucking spooky. Yo, I don't even know. Like, if y'all like take a mental snapshot of this shit, yo, and get ready to tell your grandkids a fucking story that they would almost believe, that they would almost find to be like a bit of satire, like a fucking folklore, almost like yo, some unbelievable shit. Like, could you believe? Like, cause I really find it hard to believe that this was boxing. Now I find that there's a silver light at the end. I find that there's a silver light at the end of this whole tunnel here. And even though it might be in the sense of, the government treading thin water, but that's not something, that's not how I tend to operate. I can't handle things that are out of my control. But they're talking about opening up the economy and all of that shit. So that means it could be restored order in the boxing world, football, et cetera, et cetera. But I ain't here to talk about all of that. What I'm saying is the thought of these 50-plus-year-old men getting it on bare knuckle, that shit disturbs me. It disturbs me. Would you want your grandfather out there knuckling it up with a fucking another 53-year-old man slugging it up in the middle of some goddamn saliva, sweat, blood-filled money pit? Everybody's just fucking screaming, not giving a fuck about his health afterward, because that's going to be the key. And it's just like I said the other night. If you don't understand where I'm coming from, watch an interview of Tommy the Hitman Hearns. I'm not talking about back in the day, currently. For all of those who, if there are any that pretend to play stupid. And you tell me that shit doesn't fucking sit in your stomach all the wrong ways. It's hard to digest it. Fucking kind of breaks you up for real. To see your legends in a vegetative state, I don't think you want that. I don't think I want that. And for the $20 million that you could possibly earn, this is for it. Mike Tyson's a smart individual. For the $20 million that he could earn, what fucking good is it if he can't even be coherent and cognitively present to spend it, enjoy it? I know his kids wouldn't want to touch it that way. You got fucking Andre, yo. That's the state that boxing is in. That's what we excited about now. I ain't never seen no shit, man. Look, boxing is becoming like the fucking Twilight Zone. But yo, I'm ready to open this chat up. If anybody wants to come in, any of these things I'm fucking talking about, you're more than welcome to fucking touch on it, man. Let's go. If not, man, I'm more than welcome. You know what I'm saying? I can always keep going. Y'all know that. It's nothing. Yeah. So ask yourself, like, monetary gain, man. Ain't no monetary, ain't this, man, look, at some point, man, look, man, there's no type of monetary gain, man, that you can put on your fucking health, man, and your peace of mind, man. That's the type of shit, doing that type of shit, that's the type of shit that leads to bedpan activity, nurses, people wiping your ass type shit. Some fucking scary sight. Now, getting all of that out the way, the main topic and the main reason that I'm here, the main reason this is a huge bias alert, we kind of tap dance on it a little bit. The disrespect for Anthony Joshua has gotten out of fucking control. Like, this is never in life. And I mean, shit, I done seen a lot of fights, man. I ain't never seen one heavyweight get thrown under the bus and some little weird, some little weird co, some little weird co-prompted butt buddy fucking conglomerate to come together to try to sabotage one individual, hoping that you could make your guy the main guy. Well, not well that too, but I mean, shit, man. I don't even think trying to kick Anthony Joshua to try to up the sales in your boxing event, man, it ain't gonna help you. It's not gonna help you because even kicking Anthony Joshua in the sense of what the fuck is going on, bruh, he got his ass whooped so bad, you can't even kick Anthony Joshua while the fuck he down and that shit help you the fuck out, man, fam. Like, let's be serious, Holmes. All right, I want to look at some of these questions in the chat, man. You can't be sad for them. That's why they are who they are. Understandably so. Understanding that they are who they are, but they fucking 53 and they are who they are, fucking Jay. I mean, they 53 fucking plus and they are who they are. So that kind of makes it kind of fucking scary, understanding that them being who they are and the way that they like to punch, being at the age they're at, I kind of take all of those things into consideration and kind of fucking don't necessarily sit well in my stomach for the future safety of those individuals. I mean, shit. We like documentaries, right? We like autobiographies. I fucking love a good autobiography. I fucking love a good autobiography. At some point, all great men in their life got that one fucking autobiography they put together, kind of, I'd say, like Michael Jordan right now. And this fucking 10-part series, The Last Dance. Everybody like to pull together a great one. Fuck, man. I'd be goddamn if I want anybody other than Mike Tyson to be able to tell that shit through and through. This man is cultivating weed farms, done started hot boxing for Mike, fucking just he just lives a fucking wild, crazy life. But if you add fucking the bare-knuckle boxing shit, that would kind of further me understanding why they put Mike Tyson in that fucking Hangover movie, because it would kind of fit that persona quite perfectly. Like, that dude really wasn't playing a character. He's that fucking wild. This is the same guy that would enter in a fucking bare-knuckle boxing match at 50 fucking 3 years old. It's a wild motherfucker, man. It's a wild boy. It's a wild boy. But anyway, man, back to the disrespect about Anthony Joshua. When have y'all ever seen a undisputed heavyweight champion who's got the who's got the toughest resume under his belt? I mean, if you look at Anthony Joshua's resume and if you look at the world champions he's beaten right now, say that he's ahead of the pack. Why the fuck don't this man get any level of glory, not just from the fucking boxers? I'm talking about from the media, not just from fucking Top Rank. I'm talking about other sources. I'm talking about American journalism, period. I can't find too many motherfuckers other than this one guy, one particular time, and it was probably some months ago when they were talking, when Tyson Fury was doing the Luis Ortiz shit, and he blasted Deontay Wilder on Boxing 24/7 or some shit like that about how he's never unified, never faced any world fucking champions. He's got the less lackluster resume through and through. Now, considering that all of the people understand and they know all of these things, for these other individuals to get exalted and to get put on the pedestal, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I respect what Fury has done. I commend what Fury has done, but Fury ain't put in more work than Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury has never defended one. He's never defended one time. I mean, Tyson Fury, it kind of makes it, that argument, you know what I'm saying, when you want to say, like, yo, he's definitively better than everybody, than the top heavyweight. That's not a definitive argument. He came, he beat Klitschko, he wasn't well, he fell off, he came back, got himself together some years later, fought Deontay Wilder, who we all know is a lackluster champion, who we all know was the worst champion we have ever seen in the history of boxing. So with that being said, him grabbing that belt and then putting the Ring Magazine title on the line, I kind of felt as though that was disrespectful, because if you Ring Magazine and you understand how prestigious that belt is and you understand what it takes, what position you have to be in to even hold that motherfucker, I don't understand now, considering Tyson Fury and his position and how he got thrusted into the rankings and him fighting Deontay Wilder and what a person's opinion put him as in his ranking, and him getting, I take nothing, and y'all already know, I take nothing away from him as a champion. I fuck with Tyson Fury. Y'all know that. I put him where I'm supposed to put him. But we're talking about the disrespect of other champions, and in anything that we do, we got to be fair, and we got to call it down the middle. So what I'm simply saying here is, if you're going to put the Ring Magazine up, you're not going to put it for Deontay Wilder, who's got fucking 40 fights, fucking all of them fucking tomato cans, and the fucking people out of 5 years of him being champion, they were begging for him to get in the ring and fucking fight somebody. And it didn't happen until fucking Luis Ortiz. And I mean, his activity until then doesn't show that you should have put that Ring Magazine on the line. Now, I get it. Anthony Joshua did lose, but the Ring Magazine belt didn't go up. And I even said something about this before. The Ring Magazine belt didn't go up until February 22nd. And Anthony Joshua had his fight on December 7th. So if he had his fight on December 7th and y'all weren't changed, and y'all didn't even change the ring rankings until 2 weeks after that, I believe, something when I checked it, because I checked it right after Anthony Joshua won. It could have been 2 weeks. It couldn't have been no more than 2 weeks. I'm almost sure of it, but I could be wrong. So knowing that, he won. He won his belts back. So he's a two-time unified heavyweight champion, and he did it in a span of 24 fights. Deontay Wilder has had 40-plus fights, and he's never unified one title. Tyson Fury won unified titles, lost them due to being dirty, falling off. He came back. So the WBC definitely should have been on the line. I don't take anything away from you there. But wouldn't it all make sense? And wouldn't it be, I mean, shit, even better for marketing, because it would be like now the Ring magazine, considering that Tyson Fury won, I should say that first, considering that Tyson Fury definitely won the WBC belt. So regardless, him winning the WBC belt, that Ring magazine title would have been just held just until Tyson Fury would have done what I knew he was going to do all along anyway. When you talk about the Anthony Joshua situation and you talk about the Tyson Fury situation, it would have put that much more of a, that's the word, it would have put that much more impact on the minds of the individuals looking forward to this fight, and that much more excitement and more push on the fight. But the fact that you put the Ring magazine title, and I hold things like this, I hold dear. But when you put it on the line for a person like a Deontay Wilder, when you put it on the line for a person like Deontay Wilder, it kind of like defeats the purpose once again of why you have sanctioning bodies, why you have rules, why you have belts. Why do you say something has any prestige? It kind of strips the honor away from it, because there's always there's an old saying that'll always ring true no matter how much time goes by in combat sports or in just life in general. It ain't about how many motherfuckers that you beat, motherfucker. It's about who you fought. It's about who you fought. And that's what the ring belt is all about. It's about who you fought. And it holds you to fighting ranked guys to in a certain amount of time, or you're stripped of it. That shit shouldn't have been reserved for Deontay Wilder. So I ask again, why the disrespect? Why so much disrespect? Now, does Canelo's a draw. Canelo's a cash cow. Canelo goes through, he grabs belts. He's considered the guy that fights the best guys that are out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he don't get that. He don't get, I mean, everybody get hate. I get it. But from the powers that be and from the pundits and all of the motherfucking media outlets, he don't get that kind of hate. He don't get that type of media distortion, that type of MK Ultra kind of activity in the boxing world, to where they try to fucking deem one fighter who's put in the work, never denied his flaws along his journey, did what he did in a significant amount of time, truly self-made, regardless of whether how you feel about the motherfucker, it don't matter. He don't get that same respect. I don't get, and you could argue that the motherfucker sells more than Canelo. He don't get that respect. Yeah, I heard Mike Tyson is supposed to be inventing some marijuana park or some shit like that. So I don't know why he coming back either. But you don't get that motherfucking respect. So I don't understand why Anthony Joshua don't get it. Hold on, I think my shit like froze up or something like that. My shit not moving. I'm gonna refresh it and I'm gonna come back in. I shouldn't lose y'all though. My apologies. I'm back. I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess this shit froze after a while. Like comments kept rolling and my shit just froze up. So let me check these comments out, man. Let me see what y'all got to say, man. James Jameson says, Wilder ducked every real challenge on his resume. 2 Fury losses. It's been utter garbage. True. I couldn't agree with you more, sir. SSB, what up? Salute. James Jameson, salute. Paul Lindley, salute. MC Treasure, salute. The disrespect is obvious, bro. Joshua is the money man, a foreigner, and is in bed with a rival. Absolutely. But, and even I take all of those things into consideration as well. Even if you're still in bed with a rival, but okay. Now, even with all of that shit being said, we got fucking Bob Arum. We got Bob Arum, who literally was in boxing scene today talking about, to be successful, considering what's going on with the pandemic, considering we have so many people taking unemployment, et cetera, said when boxing goes back on to cable, that what the pay-per-view model needs to be done is it needs to be brought down to around $40, be down $40 a household, $40 a household. So I'm sitting there listening to this dude like, okay, so you guys go, or you say you need to fight on a streaming service. This is exactly what he said today in the paper. Now I'm sitting there thinking I'm like, these are the same individuals that belittle the zone process 24/7. Now Bob Arum, he has a tendency to play ping pong and smack it on both sides. Now, I understand he's trying to salvage a little money as well, but man, fuck all of that, man. If you know that you're in a position that you're about to earn with Hearn and you're about to fight his cash cows, if you're about to deal with that gentleman twice, it almost don't even make no sense, because let's be serious here, man. Like, man, that second motherfucking fight, man, it might make them a little bit of change. But I mean, man, Anthony Joshua going motherfucking field just as motherfucking many seats as just as many seats as Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fighting Kubrat Pulev. I mean, if you want to be truthful and realistic about the situation. So what I'm saying is, man, like, I see Bob Arum does more work with Eddie Hearn than he does with Al Heyman. But I guess you hoping that you will open the floodgates or whatever. I don't know what y'all got going on. But, or maybe this motherfucker just see now. He might be losing a little bit. Motherfucker might just be losing. He might not be as on his feet as he used to be. But regardless of whatever, the disrespect is at an all-time fucking high, and I can't get with it. It's gotten to a point to where it's like, yo, I don't hear no other motherfucking regular channels, no other YouTube boxing channels talking about how this man gets shitted on 24/7, how the other fucking heavyweight gets exalted, because it seems to me like on the low, kind of like, man, it seemed like everybody kind of wished for this motherfucker downfall. I mean, shit, I'm going to be 100% honest here. And if ain't nobody going to tell it, I'm going to fucking tell it. After that motherfucker lost to Andy Ruiz, it was a lot of motherfuckers who might have called it down the middle when it came to Anthony Joshua. Just called it down the middle. Might have just said that Andy Ruiz was going to stuff him, that he didn't even have a chance in hell. These are probably the same individuals that look at fucking Anthony Joshua like when Tyson Fury came out there and fought him on the front foot, when they never picked Tyson Fury to knock this motherfucker out, or saying that Tyson Fury is going to go out and knock Anthony Joshua out. It's just no respect across the board. Now we got to look at this trend here, because even when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, it's a lot. I've had problems with motherfuckers who If you was on IBFP, y'all saw me dust one of them motherfuckers for real. Y'all saw me put one of them in the cast. I've had problems with motherfuckers who done went from calling it down the middle to being pro Tyson Fury, like they was the biggest Tyson Fury fan their whole life, but everybody called this motherfucker a clown, called him a scumbag, called him a cokehead, saying he's a fucking joke. They looked at him like he's a clown over in the UK. Man, I done heard it all. And I wouldn't say it out my mouth if it wasn't genuine and it wasn't real. But I'm just saying, all of these same individuals that put these other two up like they the only ones, because that's the facts. That's the facts. We gotta pretend what it is. Ever since when that fucking Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder one came into place, them motherfuckers been acting like they was the only ones since they had the fucking plan in place. They knew they was gonna fight Tyson Fury and try to cherry pick them. They try to act like they was the only one. They try to back naive, act like the numbers didn't exist. People fucking will completely disregard the numbers. They try to do that shit since day one. But yet and still, man, the motherfucker, the discredit, like, these motherfuckers, man, they never, man, look, man, they act like this motherfucker don't even exist, man. This motherfucker make $85 million fighting fucking Andy Ruiz and Saudi fucking Arabia, be the first one to do it. People say it was fucking impossible, and say it and treat this motherfucker like he don't even exist. And my whole thing is this shit. Motherfuckers could say, they could say however, they could say whatever. Everybody entitled to feel how the fuck they want to feel. I don't have a problem with that. But all I'm saying is, man, when it comes to the fact where you blindsiding the motherfucker acting like this nigga ain't over here with goddamn 4 belts. Not one in the Ring magazine that they threw on top, because what they were trying to do is trying to make Deontay Wilder look better than what the fuck he was if he beat Tyson Fury, catching his motherfucking 10th title defense, trying to put him in a fucking class that he should never be in with Muhammad Ali. And trying to put him in a class he should never be in with Muhammad Ali and title defenses and all of this bullshit. Like, yo, it's the only reason why they put that ring belt on there. They try to sprinkle a little salt on it because they wanted to make fucking, they try to do anything to try to shove that motherfucking Deontay Wilder in your mouth, bruh. That nigga tasted like beets and they try to feed him to you. And so we just completely disregard talent in the fucking boxing world. This is the Bud Crawford effect, right? Don't Bud Crawford go through the same fucking thing? He got 1 belt. Joshua got 4 belts. He over at Top Rank. He goes through the same thing. I mean, it's the PBC. I mean, it's their usual remedy, but I mean, fuck. How many talented guys in divisions? And that's one thing that pisses me the fuck off too. I hate to say, like, you go ask, like, really, yo, it really pisses me off. Like, as a boxing enthusiast, you must really ask yourself, if a person tells you that a multi-division, undisputed fucking champion who's fought several fucking difficult opponents. We know boxing is a niche sport, so it's not fucking popular. So, I mean, when people talk about a fucking name or saying he needs to fight somebody with a fucking name, like, really, the motherfuckers with names in boxing ain't really got no fucking names. So when you sit up there and say that Bud Crawford's fucking career, engaging where he's at as far as his skill set, is dependent upon him fighting Sean Porter, I ain't stutter, or somebody like that. A guy who And I take nothing away from fucking Kell Brook, man, but Kell Brook beat the shit out that man. I'm just saying, man. If we act like Bud Crawford's fucking his career, his value, his reason for being at 147, or all of these greatest fighters' reason for being is for names like Sean Porter saying they haven't done shit. But then if you look around at what they fighting and they not fighting shit, y'all not gonna be satisfied till nobody that has the talent, or I should say, nobody with button talent wants to fucking box. Because I think it's at the point where I think motherfucking great fighters might tell motherfuckers, I would stay away from the shit show. Because fans have shitted on it. Fucking narratives shitted on it. It's to the point to where you got the guys that could really alter the tempo of what you say you got a problem with. What you say you got a problem with. What you say you have a problem with when you at live events, what causes you to boo. You got guys there that can solve all of that shit, but they don't exist. But you give medals to the fat kids that come in fucking last. And congratulate everybody that's at the fucking, like, yo. So everybody gets a fucking medal. Because when you slap a fucking Ring Magazine belt into a fight with Tyson Fury and completely disregard a unified fucking two-time unified champion of the world who has 75% of the jewelry. Yeah, 75% of all the jewelry. You disregard them. You slapping a fucking medal on everybody, stupid. Yeah, Canelo's already beaten several Hall of Famers. That's not what I'm. It's not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing is you can't really criticize a product if you're criticizing the product when the product is. If you're criticizing the guy when the guy's doing all the right shit. If you're criticizing the guy when the guy's selling out everything, and if you're completely being dismissive, acting like the other guy is there. And the guy fucking, if you probably pulled up the numbers, arguably sells more than fucking Canelo Alvarez. I'm just saying, there should be a level, there's a certain level of respect given to cash cows. And this is the point I'm going to make by saying that, IBT. Bob Arum said when it came to the franchise belt, you should give Canelo whatever he wants. Canelo should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. If Canelo was his fighter, if he wished he could have him, he would let him do whatever he wants. This is all on film. Because he's the face of boxing. Because he's the face of boxing. So with the face of boxing comes certain particular kudos. Now, wouldn't Anthony Joshua be the face of boxing as well? He in the heavyweight division. I'm just saying. Came over in his first time, sold out MSG. Like I said, I mean, the numbers don't lie. I'm just saying. Anthony Joshua would have to be considered the face of boxing because you would have to base that off of the business as well. And if you talking about the numbers don't lie. I'm just saying. for the body of work, for what the heavyweights have done right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just completely disingenuous to be dismissive of everything of what the man has accomplished already in a short amount of time, and then to throw fucking into and to act like Deontay Wilder is they're the only two top heavyweights in the world. It's almost like shit because leave it to them. Anthony Joshua really shouldn't even be in the ring with them other guys for real. They don't even, the way the rest of the world pretty much talks about it, he shouldn't even be in the ring with them. I'm just saying, motherfuckers that want to, and it's bigger than Anthony Joshua. This just goes down to the dudes with heart, the dudes that want to go out and get belts, the guys that want to go out and unify, the guys that want to claim titles. It goes back to you're going to fuck up what little bit of what you can enjoy in the sport if you make it to where you're snubbing all of the fucking top talent that you have in the sport, making it to where they can't go out, they can't fucking achieve certain things in boxing. I understand. Boxing, that's how it is in boxing. You shouldn't have to fucking sell your soul to a fucking promotion to get a belt. Shouldn't have to be like that. Because all in all, it's going to create a domino effect. And I mean, if you can't fucking really see what's happening, it's going to continue to get even worse. It's going to magnify. It's only going to continue to get worse. I'm just saying, motherfuckers are not going to want to box. People aren't going to want to continue to follow footsteps in the sports. Because why? Because there's a chance that, you might look at a guy who don't even fucking deserve to hold a belt for 5 years. Would you want to do that in the sport that you want to fucking come up in? Would you want to wait for something like that? I mean, shit, hey, there might be another guy holding the other fucking belt hostage. I mean, do anybody want to fucking fight and they just going to go through skating, fighting? Oh, my God. For the way Andre Ward gave it up in his boxing career, for what Andre Ward accomplished as a multi-division champion, man, as a motherfucking lineal champion, man, like as a guy who came in a short span of time, who went through 2 divisions, taking out all of the best talent in fucking front of him, bro, and not fucking taking any fucking shortcuts. And when people fucking said that they felt as though he didn't do it, he came back and he made it look better in a spectacular fashion. And it's somebody that, I kind of held to a high regard, man. It's almost like, man, this shit is like fucking Twilight Zone, man. And fucking Timothy Bradley with his little motherfucking acorn head, he's sitting next to him like, he's just like his little. This shit is hysterical. Or you can look forward to hoping that Mike Tyson takes $20 million for the bare-knuckle boxing shit. I think it's time to I think I might just start setting my sights on just doing away with certain divisions, man. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest. If I got to say, if it came to a point in boxing where it was so much prima donna shit going on, and damn, like it kind of is already in certain fucking divisions, and there was no excitement, and the needle isn't being pushed to the fucking max. If I don't see anybody trying to turn the fucking knob and crank that shit all the way up, I don't have any problem with looking away at that division and just focusing on others. Because can't say that, but I would like to focus all my attention on those that are dedicated. And I can't control what is and what isn't going to be. But whatever it is, I'm cool with that shit. I'm an easygoing motherfucker. But I'm just saying, But for those that aren't moving the needle, I'ma point motherfuckers direction into those. I'ma point people into those guys' direction. Cause them the motherfuckers we need to throw it up for. Them the people that should have our attention. Them are the people we should root for. Because they trying to be something, man. I mean, shit, man. I remember, man, it was a fucking time, dude, when it was all about the fucking belts, man. It was all about the belts, man. Motherfuckers was going to go to war about them belts, boy. And it don't really seem that long ago to me. But I guess it really is. And in that bit of time, I'm fucking shocked. I'm shocked. I just there's a certain level of appreciation that I have for a motherfucker that's going to jump in the ring with another guy for 12 fucking rounds at approximately 3 fucking minutes a round and punch another motherfucker in the face. I don't know if anybody else can understand that. There's a certain level of appreciation that I have for that. I hold that to a certain regard. And for those reasons, I feel like you can't fucking finger fuck every individual out here that's putting in blood, sweat, and tears, putting all of that time into the gym. Motherfuckers really don't get money like that. It's only a chosen few that can really say they gonna skate off and they gonna live good. And I mean, we in a position where there's more money in boxing than where there was. But shit, if you got guys that are hijacking belts, for instance, belts dictate you getting that extra zero in that fucking purse. So if you got people hijacking fucking belts and they fighting fucking guys that are 2 weight classes under them on a consistent basis, and they sticking you on your fucking opportunity, and every time you fucking you waiting on your opportunity, you got to basically play Tyson Fury like a damn like you Maximus and Gladiator and Shao Quinn Phoenix done jabbed you with a dagger before you went out to go fucking fight. So you got to play the wounded dog theory. If you don't do that, or you ain't a guy a couple weight classes underneath, there's a chance you might not see that bump in your pay. You realistically might have a better chance of going out there getting punched on by a guy with a belt to make a better bump in your pay than the pay that you had. And that shit ain't gonna happen for you if you're great. And I mean, I think the fucking wounded dog theory might have died, man, because it's gonna make people tread a little bit more cautiously. Because if Tyson Fury pulled that shit off, Al Heyman definitely ain't gonna put nobody else in a position to fucking lose like that, because with loss comes a lot of humiliation. And with that humiliation, there comes a lot of losses of zeros. So not only did your guy get his ass kicked, you're losing a lot of money with that as well. But my whole thing is this, man. That shit should be a fucking, it should be something, man, there should be something to be done about that. Because I don't feel as though man, I don't feel as though the rest of the world should have to suffer for in every division what? Nah, I ain't gonna say in every division there's one. I'm not gonna say that. But for the ones that we do know of, and for the ones that we do know, I'm just saying there's a lot of motherfuckers that's sitting around the motherfuckers suffering. Unless you were 154 playing that fucking game around robbing and shit, because everybody in that bitch seems to have a fucking jaw of fucking glass. Everybody getting knocked out at 154, them belts is exchanging hands. So I mean, everybody's receiving the blessing of a fucking a bump in pay. In that fucking defense, somebody getting to feel like the man for at least a fucking fight if they don't get knocked off come the next goddamn fight. This is madness. Ah, but for some odd reason, and all my admiration for watching a motherfucker go out for 12 rounds and get punched in the face. I can't fucking never give up on this fucking sport, man. I fucking love it too much, man. My fucking heart beats for it, man. It's just something about it, man. It's one of those fucking things, man. No matter how fucking crooked, no matter how fucking unfair, unbalanced the scales may be, man, you're gonna scream to the top of your fucking lungs about it, man. You're gonna fucking scream to the top of your lungs, anarchy. You're gonna hope to God that fucking certain things may change. You're gonna hope to God that your fucking guy, because you know your guy's a savage. And you know your guy. If you know who that guy that I'm talking about is, or any one of those guys that you feel as though is a savage, would rip the fucking fur off that other fucking punk bitch that's holding the fucking belt that shouldn't even have it, that goes out and wastes 80 fucking percent of his time fucking getting drunk, being drunk, making a fucking nuisance out of him fucking self, putting on shitty fucking showcases, fucking just selling the fucking people up fucking Shit's Creek without a fucking paddle every time they come out to an event. For those type of individuals. I got I've been putting in my work, man, trying to fight for the motherfuckers, man, because the fans deserve better. And the crazy thing about it, and this might blow your motherfucking mind, the fans motherfucking deserve better. And I think the motherfucking half of the motherfuckers is too stupid to even realize it. Yeah, too stupid to even realize it, because you couldn't even let something consistently go on time and time and time and time again, and you pay for it with your hard-earned money, and you never even fucking demand any different. Or stop putting your fucking money into the same fucking pot that consistently sticks his fucking middle finger up to you with no refunds available. Man, well, that's all I got for y'all this evening, man. Well, I'm gonna close this shit off by saying this, bro. All motherfuckers. I ain't gonna be dismissive of a person's talents. I'm not gonna be dismissive of what a person accomplished, nor should you. You could be a fan of one person and be a fan of another motherfucker. You could respect one person's craft and be pro that guy and still give another guy his credit, whether it's in the media, whether it's behind closed doors with your friend. It don't make you a sucker. It don't make you a hoe. It don't make you less of a fucking fan. Or if you want to be labeled a fanboy, it doesn't make you less of fucking that either. I'm just saying, man, we got to give this shit up the right way. And when I say give it up, I mean give our respects, bro. Give our respects, man, and point our fucking and I mean point our fingers in the directions of a guy and say, yeah, that motherfucker's a real hitter. Yeah, that motherfucker's a guy that really gonna go out there and bang. This motherfucker's a straight up pussy. He's fucking Kool-Aid. His heart pump nothing but that shit. Restored order is a must. And even if it's never seen, man, like I said, I have no problem focusing my motherfucking attentions toward those guys that, those divisions that happen to have no problem with seeing their belts move around. Here's what it is. But we gotta give motherfucking fighters they respect, man, and not treat other fighters like they the only ones in the world. Because when you do shit like that, that's how you have the same Deontay Wilder shit happen again. Regardless of whether Tyson Fury is him or not, I'm just saying that same practice could be preached once again and be set in motion, and you could have another fucking overhyped 6'7" fucking fighter who never fucking took the fucking craft serious, who shitted on the sweet science and everybody who's ever respected every bit of its technique since they've ever fell in love with the sport. Well, that's all I got for you guys this evening, man. Once again, I apologize for missing the live yesterday. Cost you nothing. Pay a nigga no mind. Respect.